Greetings, YouTube. Oh my gosh, you are looking at the screen of the most frustrating fight I've had since the Collector. I had very little trouble with the final Ultron in Act 5, Chapter 4. And maybe that's because I use Star-Lord, and Star-Lord is still the champion that I've used the most, even more than Blade, because I've had Star-Lord for over a year, and I've had Blade for, I don't know, 6 months. But this Thanos, I got to admit, I used items. I'm so proud of myself for saving up a bunch of revives, thanks to mostly like daily and weekly events with those 20% level 1 revives, because I didn't have to use any units, and that's fantastic because I got to save at least 500 of them for this week's Blade Arena. But good grief, that was painful. I just, for the average player, that's not amazing, and I consider myself definitely as somebody who plays this game casually to be more like the average player than someone that can write the tutorial of this game. That was a very difficult fight. But when I hit the continue of this, really why I'm here for this video right now is to analyze what comes at the end of the Uncollected monthly quest, which should hopefully help you all watching this. And that is cool. I'm excited about those items. I also like that 150,000 Infinity Dust. But when you go back to Quest, you'll see this pop up. And you'll notice that it's only 15% off for half an hour. Now, this will be the first time that I don't get this in 2 months, mainly because I want to save my units for only Tier 2 Alpha Shard deals, because I'm going to, God willing, be in a position to rank 5 my second 5-star champion at the end of Alliance War Season 2. And so I'm being very cautious and specific in terms of the targeting the deals that pop up. But for the average player, especially those of you who maybe want to open some more 5-star heroes, you notice that you get half of a 5-star hero crystal. 5,000 5-star shards, which in the past they've asked us to give 5,000 units for 5,000 shards. So right now you're beating the 1-to-1 ratio. But then you get this legendary crystal, which is really cool because you have a 1 out of 5 chance of getting a second 5-star. And if you get a 5-star out of this, that's 15,000 5-star shards by itself worth of a value for 4,250 units. That is a fantastic deal on itself. But you also get these 5 greater champion boosts, which I do think are valued between 150 and 200 units when you consider you cannot get them in the game, and they're only valued during these special offers. So 150 conservatively times 5, you know, you're looking at 750 units of value right there. Level 5 team health potions, again, an amazing item you can't get in the store. I value those as at least 100 to 150 units a piece. Conservative, that's another 500 units. Level 3 revives, which I probably could have used more of against Thanos just now. Amazing item. Another 400 to 500 units worth of value. Level 2 team revives, also a solid 300 units worth of value. And then 10 energy refills. That we know is 300 units of value. So you are looking at more than double the value of this 15% off price tag in the first half an hour of the deal. You're looking at over 8,500 units worth of value. And that's assuming in this legendary crystal you pull the 4-star. But if you pull the 5-star, you could easily argue that this value is over 10 to 11,000 units. And yes, I know this deal pops up once a month on average now, with the Uncollected monthly quest coming once a month. But what's amazing to this deal is twofold. One, if you're a free-to-play player and you're watching this and you don't spend any money on units, this is the only chance you're going to have to get this kind of offer, and one that you most importantly can determine when you get it. That's my favorite thing about this offer, is unlike the normal pops up at noon Central, and you either have 24 hours to grind in the arena and get really lucky with battle crystals, or you're screwed. You can get this on like the second to last day and really up your chance of getting a fantastic 5-star hero. And maybe, you know, if you get this, when I got this, it helped me get Hyperion for the first time. You're telling me that you wouldn't pay 4,250 units for all of these items plus 5,000 shards toward a Hyperion, and then in my Legendary Crystal, I got an Iron Man, which I know Iron Man's not the best champion, but an Iron Man and the ability to open a crystal for Hyperion, man, it was like one of the best deals I've ever gotten. So this is the Infinity Nightmare Uncollected Bundle. It is very similar to the last couple of months we've seen of this, but keep in mind this value is only as high as it is for the first half an hour that this is available. Once it ticks away and it goes back to the full 5,000 unit asking price, the value decreases substantially, and I would not recommend getting it after that. So if you're targeting this deal, save up 4,250 units and get it right away as soon as it is available. And then maybe you can use the energy refills and the revives, hopefully not revives really, but for Legends run. And if not, maybe you can use them towards a Act 5 completion or an Act 4 completion, whatever it is. I guess I shouldn't say Act 4 completion, right? Because you'd have to beat Act 4 in order to be uncollected in the first place. But regardless, this is a good offer. And I know there are going to be some people who always comment and say, bro, it's not a good offer. Save the units for Act 5 questing. I think that a lot of people who make that comment are doing it from the perspective of somebody that can actually spend money on the game, and there are so many people who don't have money and are free-to-play players, and this really is the best deal that they can get realistically in the game, and so this video is aimed at them as much as anyone. So thanks for watching. I'm so thankful. God willing, I never have to fight Thanos again. There are some people who didn't use any items, and I applaud you. I bow down to you. I am not going to be the YouTuber that claims to be that person. I'm going to be the opposite. I'm going to be the guy that brags about hoarding all those level 1 revives for, you know, a month or 2 months, so that when I go up against content that I just absolutely get wrecked, very much so continuously, I have the ability to continue to revive without spending units. So that's my brag. Quantity over quality, shall they say. Thanks for watching, YouTube, and if you get this offer, comment below and let me know if you got a 5-star Legendary Crystal. I hope everybody who gets this gets a 5-star and a 5-star God tier champion at that.